Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. The market generally doing well today. We have seen some increased volatility and it seems like Bitcoin is breaking out with around 5% to the upside in the last 24 hours. I think it's happening what we talked about, that we can expect some increased volatility this week. We've got the outcome today of the FOMC about the interest rate increases that are planned, so that will be happening later today. And we talked about possibly increasing volatility. So it's good to see some movement in the market, keeps the interest up, keeps people interesting, generally, and we can see some upside here generally that is following Bitcoin. Chainlink doing extremely well at the moment, and Elrond as well. Sandbox, there was some good news. Waves, I probably have to start doing some TA on Waves. There have been a lot of requests, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. Of course I can't cover them all, therefore and it all takes time, doesn't it? But generally the market upside today, which is good. Is it sustainable? I don't think so, or at least we need to see, because at the moment on the Bitcoin chart you can see it, we are in this triangle. In the last video I showed you that we can now expect some upside first, potentially, before we come down, and we can see this play out at the moment. However, I'm not sure if this is sustainable yet. If we really get to the top, because that would be indicated by this pattern. So what I told you in the previous video, that we could be here in an ABCDE triangle, in this symmetrical triangle that we talked about in the previous videos, and we have really been in this triangle since January, really, end of January, so a long time. And this could all be part of that wave 4. We talked about that in a wave 4. We have to be patient. A wave 4 takes a long time, and it is playing out exactly like that. Unfortunately, it is sideways movement, and I don't like it. I like it as much as you do, probably, which is probably not a lot, because it is boring. There are ups and downs in this triangle, but overall it is still fairly boring, because there is no clear direction in the market. And sometimes, one of the most important abilities of a trader, but also an investor, is sometimes just to sit back and wait what the market is doing, to wait for a clear decision in the market, and when a clear decision is made, then to react, because at the moment we are just moving sideways, and we don't know if we're going to break the support of this triangle to the downside, or if we are going to break the resistance here to the upside. And I've got two alternatives here on the chart. Both are possible, absolutely, with my primary expectation that if we lose support here in this triangle at around 37 point, at the moment it's around 38k. If we lose that support, then there is a chance that we go down to 34.5, 33, and then enter my target area between 20 and 29k. Now, I'm not telling you we are going to go down to 20k. I've never said that. I said at some point in this target range, and it is not possible to specify that further and closer, that we are going to see the turnaround here. That is still my primary expectation, and my primary expectation is as well that we're going to go down here straight away without taking a longer route, in which we would break to the upside of that triangle at around 45.5 to 46.5k, would then go into this green area based on Fibonacci retracement levels that could take us into the region between 55 and 65k, before we then come down and fulfill my primary expectation or get into my target area. I would be much more in favor of that first primary expectation, to go down straight away. It would be faster. I would just prefer it. I think nobody has an interest in an extended correction. So that is still what I see here, and the ideal level of this correction would be around 27.5k. That is the 61.8% FIB level. That is the most relevant FIB level. That is where Bitcoin would need to get down to in order to complete the correction. Of course, we could drop lower. The next FIB level below that is around 17k. No, I don't think that is very likely. Hopefully not, because the 200-week moving average, which will be providing a lot of support, is running at around 20k. So that will provide support, and also the high of the previous bull run was around 20k. So that should hold. If it doesn't, nobody has a crystal ball, then we're obviously dropping further. But eventually everybody needs to decide for themselves when they want to buy in, and I can only tell you what I'm doing. I have already started to buy Bitcoin below 40k. At the moment this is in profit, but I still expect lower prices, and that is just the situation we are facing here as traders or investors in these financial markets, especially in a volatile space like the crypto market. it is, you are within limits what you can really do in terms of TA, but we can understand in which scenario what is the market capable of doing, and that is hopefully giving you good information here that you can use as well. Now, interestingly, Bitcoin, after it had a bit of a fake out earlier today and that sort of pin bar, it did actually continue that way and broke above this 39.7k level. I told you in the previous video, if we break above that level, we should really see fairly swiftly or quickly a move up to 42.5k, and that would be what I primarily expect now. If we are holding above the 39.7k, this next level would be 42.7k really. That is where we got to previously, and there is not a lot of support or resistance in this zone between 39.7 and 42.7k. You can see how previously when we broke that level, there was fast movement, and we could just be starting that and head really into this region at 42.7k. That would be in line with this triangle pattern here that I have on the chart. So the triangle wave count would be A, B, C, D, all done, and then the next wave would be that wave E. That is what I showed you in the previous video. The expectation would be that we are climbing higher then, if this is the wave pattern, and I can't tell you if it is that wave pattern, but currently it is adhering to it. We could then move all the way up to 45k. Yeah, that wave E can even overshoot the preceding wave C and wave A, so be aware of that there could be a fake out to the upside, and based on that then we would exit the triangle at the opposite end of that wave E. That is typically what is happening. So yeah, it is very interesting. I try to prepare you here for different scenarios so that you know when this happens, it is very likely that the other thing is happening. Okay, so that is all you can really do here at the moment, especially where we are in this range where the market has to make a decision first. Everything else is just speculation, but my primary expectation remains that we are coming down into this yellow area first before Bitcoin can complete the correction. We haven't seen a significant low yet from where Bitcoin could really start to the upside. We also haven't seen an impulsive move to the upside yet. This is all looking very corrective, also in terms of the generally the price action and what Bitcoin is doing. So yeah, it will be very interesting later today. I expect some more volatility in a few hours, especially before and after the announcement of the what's going on about the interest rates. If there is anything unexpected, it will certainly lead to more volatility. In terms of volatility, I can't tell you if it will go up or down. I think my understanding is a lot is already priced into the market. So if the announcement is what the market generally is expecting, then we would see possibly some light upside. If there is some sort of maybe an additional increase, which would be rather negative, then negative for the market, then we would probably see some downside. But chances are that whatever will be announced is what the market expected, and then you see some volatility, and after a couple of hours it should all be over. So there is no reason to panic. But if you've been watching these videos, you should anyway know in which scenario, whatever the price is doing, you should know what is going to happen next with the highest probability, because probabilities are everything that we can define here. There is no certainty, especially not in these uncertain times, but I still give my best to keep you updated and informed. So hopefully that was useful. If you liked the update, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment as well. And also, if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.